Probably the craziest symptom that I dealt with while going through anxiety DPDR was my loved ones essentially feeling like strangers to me. For instance, I would look at my mother and I would, logically know it's my mother, but I wouldn't feel like it's my mother. It would genuinely feel like I was looking at a stranger. And the same thing would happen to anyone else that I loved or cared about. When this would happen to me, I was certain I was losing my mind, or I had brain damage, or I was developing schizophrenia or something way, way worse. When in reality, what's actually happening is that because of sensitization, whether it be from a panic attack or chronic stress, our brains essentially begin to prioritize threat detection and keeping you safe above everything else. Its only goal is to keep you safe because it interprets that there's some sort of danger in your environment. So it's going to try to focus on keeping you safe above everything else. It's going to be scanning the room, looking for threats. It'll be trying to interpret anything around you as a potential danger just to keep you safe. And because our brains only have so much capacity to engage in activities, once you're in this state, right? Once you've entered sensitization, or you are in a moment of high anxiety and you're feeling this, it's not going to prioritize, feelings that are positive. It's not going to prioritize familiarity. It's not going to, prioritize even positive emotion. So what it does in turn to prioritize the other things for threat detection, it essentially mutes these things. So it mutes the sense of familiarity. It mutes the sense of normalcy, that felt sense of normal. It essentially just mutes it. It's not gone, it's just temporarily muted because you're prioritizing your safety. You're prioritizing looking for danger and sensing danger in the environment, even though there isn't any actual danger. And oftentimes what happens is people are so afraid of the symptoms themselves that actually becomes the danger. And because you're afraid of the symptom and giving this sense of danger, it gives more symptoms because it's interpreting itself as danger pretty much. That's why it's so important to understand sensitization and then finally change your relationship with your symptoms so that you no longer interpret them as danger. For instance, once I understood sensitization, when I would look at my mother and I wouldn't feel the correct emotions or she looked weird or off, I would immediately say, okay, well, that's because of sensitization. That's because my brain is prioritizing keeping me safe right now. That's okay. I know I love her. I know who she is. It just feels weird because I'm trying to interpret danger in the environment, and those normal feelings are just temporarily muted. And of course, as you desensitize your nervous system, all these things come back completely normal. I look at my mother now, I love her as always, and I feel the normal, positive emotions that you should feel when you looked at your loved ones. But if you want more information on anxiety, DPDR, and nervous system sensitization, you can get my completely free DPDR Calm Kit by clicking the link on my profile. There, if you'd like, you can also book a 90-minute chat with me where we can go back and forth on any questions you may have and go into the appropriate amount of depth for some of these questions that are very nuanced.